Jacob deGrom with a 1.54 ERA, taking his warm-up throws right now in front of a big crowd. The starting lineup sponsored by Route 4 Paramus Hyundai, always less. Go4Hyundai.com. The Giants at 12-12, and it's tied for first, believe it or not, in the NL West. Denard Span leads it off in center. Former Met Angel Pagan next in left. Matt Duffy's at third. Buster Posey, the catcher. Brandon Belt has been hot of late. He's at first base. Hunter Pence, always fun to watch. He's in right field. Brandon Crawford at short. And Kelby Tomlinson in for Joe Panik at second base. Panik tweaked a groin muscle yesterday. And nothing serious, but today there is no reason for panic. It is Tomlinson instead. He's completely healthy. Matt Cain, the pitcher, bats ninth. And for the Mets 1 through 9, Curtis Granderson gets it going in right field as Jubal Cabrera up to the number 2 spot. He's the shortstop. Michael Conforto, now the 7th best batting average in the National League. He's in left. Yoenis Cespedes, he has been an aurora borealis of incredible stats over the last week. He is the cleanup man and fresh off his 6 RBI inning. Lucas Dudas at first, Neil Walker at second, Wilmer Flores at third, scheduled day off for David Wright. Rene Rivera makes his Met debut as a catcher. Jacob deGrom pitching and batting number 9. Whether you're on your way to the ballpark or just driving around listening to us, we want you to be with us for all the excitement, so don't text, don't call, just drive. A reminder from the New Jersey Motor Vehicle Commission, put your phone to bed. Visit justdrive.com. And here for the play-by-play, here is Howie Rose.
All right, thank you very much, Josh. Network stooge adjacent to the Mets dugout is holding up the start of this game. Muscle soreness and waiting for the birth of his son, Jackson. Now the 3-1 to Span is lifted in the air to left field. Conforto back, and Michael makes the one-hand catch, one away. Outfield straight away, the infield set back. Now the 1-2 pitch. Fastball swung on and missed, strike 3, and that was a 95-mile-an-hour fastball, and I believe that's the hardest pitch that Jacob deGrom has thrown so far this season. Homer's 9 RBIs. He went 1 for 3 last night. 1-1 pitch on the way. A fastball popped up, shallow right. Granderson coming on. He's there, makes the catch. Side retired. Good, solid 12-pitch inning for Jacob deGrom as he gets the Giants in order. And in the middle of the first inning, it's the Giants nothing. The Mets coming up. We're coming to you live from the Bob Murphy broadcast booth, proudly presented by Bigelow Tea, an American classic for over 70 years. Runs and driven home 9 during that stretch. They've got the infield overshifted. 2-2 pitch, lined up the middle, base hit going into center field for Granderson. So Curtis turns first and holds on. And the Mets with a leadoff base runner. It'll bring up as Jubal Cabrera. Buster Posey catching Matt Cain. Here's Cabrera. First pitch popped in the air to right. Playable for Hunter Pence, moving in a couple of steps, and he makes the one-hand catch for the first out. And it'll bring up Conforto. Great does not describe him as a hitter yet. And the pitch lined to right field. That's going to fall in for a base hit. Granderson cuts second. He's trying for third. Pence's throw will come into second, so Granderson goes to third as he slides in. And on at first with a base hit to right is Michael Conforto. Here's the 0-2 to Cespedes. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Went right back to that changeup in the dirt. And Cespedes swings over it. First strikeout for Cain. So Cain to the belt. Conforto runs, payoff pitch, low, ball 4, and that loads them up. And it loads them for Neil Walker. Pitcher and hitter in bright sunshine, though. 0-2 pitch. Walker breaks his bat, loops one towards right, falls in, base hit. Granderson scores. Around third, coming home, Conforto. He'll score as Pence's throw is cut off by Belt. All the way to third goes Duda, and on at first with a broken bat, 2-run single on an 0-2 pitch is Neil Walker, and the Mets have a 2-0 lead. 1-2 pitch. Flores hits it on the ground, back to the mound. Big hop for Cain. He throws a lollipop to first in time to get Flores. Side retired. Well, it's not a dozen, but the Mets do have a nice first inning as they score 2 runs on 3 hits. No errors, 2 left. And at the end of 1, it's the Mets 2, the Giants nothing. Strikeout Angel Pagan in the first inning. Hardest pitch he's thrown so far in this season. The 2-0 lifted in the air to deep right. Granderson going back. Should have a play in front of the warning track and towards the sidewall. He makes the catch for the first out. Lights on, lights off, brought to you by Sun Nation Solar Systems, a Sun Power Elite dealer, solar as it should be. The pitcher for the Cubs who gave up only 1 hit was Bob Hindley. 3-1 pitch, outside ball 4, and DeGrom has walked his first batter of the year. So Jake had gone 13 innings without allowing a walk, but Belt, with 1 out, becomes a runner at first for Hunter Pence. DeGrom sets. Belt does not run, and the pitch a breaking ball, low outside ball 4. Back-to-back walks now allowed by DeGrom, who hadn't walked anyone. DeGrom sets now the pitch. Swung on and missed a breaking ball in the dirt, strike 3. So DeGrom picks up his second strikeout, and with 2 out, runners at first and second, and the Mets leading 2-0 here in the top of the second. The 1-1 to Tomlinson. Swing on a broken bat, tampered back to the mound. DeGrom's got it right in front of the mound and throws to first in time. Side retired. No runs, no hits. 2 walks, 2 left. Middle of the second, the Mets 2 and the Giants nothing. Mets went out and signed Rivera, and he's the guy who's come up. 1-2 on the way. Inside, he hit him. Looked like he hit him right in the back, right where the name Rivera, maybe on the numbers. He's wearing number 44, and either way, he's been hit by the pitch. Floral Park, who was a winner a few days ago. DeGrom squares the 1-0 bunt at first base line. Down to get it is Belt, the first baseman. Throws to the first baseman Tomlinson, covering for the out on DeGrom as Rivera goes down to second. So that's a perfectly executed sacrifice bunt, 3-4. 1-0 to Granderson. Now the pitch. Fastball hit in the air to shallow right, but it hangs up for Hunter Pence, who moves in and makes the one-hand catch. And then fires into the cutoff man Crawford, with Rivera just standing on second. 1-2 to Cabrera. Now Kane delivers. Inside, he hit him. Well, Matt Kane just drilled Asdrubal Cabrera right below the waist, I think. And Cabrera, very slow to unfold. He was kind of doubled over. Now starts walking down to first. He'll be met there by trainer Ray Ramirez. And so runners, both having been hit by a pitch, are at first and second with 2 out from Michael Conforto. 3-2 to Conforto. Kane deals. Swinging a fly ball, well hit to left. Going back, Pagan. Still going at the track, at the wall. It's off the top of the wall and in play. In to score Rivera. Cabrera digging for the plate. Crawford's relay throw not in time. Cabrera slides home safely, and on at second with another double. And 2 runs batted in as Michael Conforto. The Mets lead 4-0, and Conforto has just tied a Mets record. That is his 6th consecutive game with at least 1 double, tying a record that was set 52 years ago in the 3rd year of existence for the New York Mets by Joe Christopher. And now the 1-2 on the way to Cespedes. Swinging a high pop-up behind home plate. Posey hoping for a play on the dirt. Now backs up to the edge of the grass and makes the catch near the screen to retire the side. But for the Mets, 2 runs on 1 hit. No errors, 1 man left at the end of 2. It's the Mets 4, the Giants nothing.
Proudly presented by Bigelow Tea, an American classic for over 70 years. 0-2, got him swinging. Jacob DeGrom with a slider that time, rendering Kane 0 for 8 with 8 strikeouts this season. The 12 runs in when there were 1 out in that inning. 2-1 pitch is grounded slowly towards short. Backhand pickup Cabrera. Slings it across to first in time. 2 down. Rock on the rubber. The 0-1 is a shot on 1 hop towards short. Cabrera's got it. Spins. Throws a little high. Dude is on the bag, but not down in time. Pagan is safe. A tremendous, dazzling play behind the bag by Cabrera. And had his whirly-bird throw been a little lower, that would have been one of the best plays the Mets have made all year. DeGrom with the pitch. Swing a little chopper near third. Backing up 1 step, Flores. Guns the throw wide at first. The tag gets away from Duda. And scampering down to third base now is Pagan. It'll be runners at the corners. That's going to be an error. Hitters count 3-1. Here's the pitch from DeGrom. Taken outside. They're loaded up with ball 4 administered to Posey. Brandon Belt is a hot hitter, a lefty coming up. He is 8 for his last 18, and out comes Dan Warthen to the mound. Runners get going. Here comes, taken just outside. He did walk him, and the Giants are on the board. It's 4-1. Back-to-back walks, 2 innings in a row. And that is just not a Jacob DeGrom thing. 4 walks in 2 2/3. Here it is. We're in this together right now. 0-1 delivery. Swing a little looper, right field. On comes Granderson. It falls in front of him. Base hit. 1 run scores. Granderson firing. It's cut off by Duda, who throws to third. In time, but a second run is in. Barely in time. That second runner, Posey, is able to get in before that relay went to third. So give the San Francisco Giants 3 runs in the top of the third inning. Duda on to Flores to cut down the runner trying to advance. And we're not going to break quite yet because Bruce Bochy wants to make sure that it is an out at third base and the inning will actually close. It went 9-3 to 5. We got a good look at it here on our replay monitor. Brandon Belt going to the outside of the bag. Flores slapping down the tag, and it is an out. They're not going to review. But 3 runs have scored. 4-3 Mets to the bottom of the third. Mets had never before had an 11-run inning at home. Duda swings, clips it up the third base line, right on the grass. Ooh, that's abuse. It sits down on the grass for an infield hit. Lucas Duda, I'm sure he wasn't trying to beat the shift exactly that way, but his 2 swings in that at bat. See what Walker gets here, 3-1 with a runner on. The pitch, fastball grounded sharply to the right side. Belt has got it, goes to second for 1, on to first for Kane. He's there for a nicely turned 3-6-1 double play. It was 11. It was Gazzo who gave Kane his pitching lessons. 2-2 is smacked on the ground near second. Easy pickings there for Tomlinson. Who'll toss to first and retire the side. Mets got a leadoff single, nothing else. And at the end of 3 today, Mets 4, Giants 3 on 1 pitch. 3-2 from DeGrom, swinging a pop-up left side. Flores chasing over near that Giants dugout. Now reaches up, makes the catch with 2 hands off to his left side.
A hard time. It's not that big a deal, honestly.
1-2 delivery. Swing and a miss by Tomlinson. The slider got him. So 2 quick outs here in the 4th. Matt Cain coming up.
Playing, I think, they're older guys, as you mentioned earlier. It's not going to always be this way.
1-2. Got him swinging. Cain, 9 at-bats this year. He has struck out 9 times. 9 times. And our time with Mark Carrig is over. Good to see you, buddy.
Good to see you.
And Newsdays, Mark Carrig will be with us again tomorrow. Is that true? Okay. He just confirmed. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It's 4-3 New York. So we're ready for baseball again. 4-3, Mets on top. 1-2 to count to DeGrom. Here's the pitch taken. Strike 3 rings the outside corner. So Matt Cain gets the strikeout of DeGrom. Back to the top of the order now for Granderson. 4-3 Mets. We're in the bottom of the 4th. Bases clear, 2 out, 3-2 pitch. Hit high in the air. Right center field, not deep. On comes Span with Pence. Pence makes the call and the catch in right center. And that retires the side. For your New York Mets, Mr. Howie Rose.
All right, Josh, thanks very much. Span is 0 for 2. Left-hand batter. DeGrom's first pitch. Fastball hit on the ground to second. Backing up Walker. He's got it. Throws to first in time. And on 1 pitch, 1 out here at the top of the 5th. And he can do it in a number of different ways. He still has good speed despite knee surgeries. 2-2 pitch to him. Swing and a roller to first. Waiting on a Duda. He's got it. Underhands to DeGrom, who gets there ahead of Pagan. 2 men away. That should have had the Mets out of that 3rd inning unscathed. 1-0 on the way. Ground ball to short. Backing up and 1 step to his left. Cabrera. He's got it. Throws to first in time. Side retired. Jacob DeGrom throws 3 ground balls and works a quick 1-2-3 5th. Middle of the 5th inning. It's the Mets 4, the Giants 3. There's Benevolent Association. Protect and patrol the jails. 2-1 pitch. Popped in the air to left. Backing up Pagan. He's under it now, and Angel makes the catch. 1 man out. Koba, New York's boldest. It's average now at 361. Left-hand batter, first pitch hit deep to right field. Pence going back onto the track in front of the fence. It's gone! Michael Conforto with a home run. Conforto with his 4th home run of the year. He hits it into the lower stands in right field, just to the right of the Honda clubhouse. And what's left to say about this kid? He's now a triple away from the cycle this afternoon, and it's only the 5th inning, and the Mets now have a 5-3 lead. Wow. I mean, just wow. But there have been some who were developed by the Mets and were traded and did well elsewhere. The 1-1 popped up. First base side, charging over towards the line is Belt in fair territory. Brandon Belt makes the catch for the 2nd out, and it'll bring up Lucas Duda. Now it can begin on the 31st of March. Here's the payoff pitch. Fastball in there. Strike 3 called. Side retired. Kane gets his third strikeout, and the Mets are done in the fifth. 1 run, 1 hit. A homer by Conforto. Nobody left. And in the end of 5, it's the Mets 5, the Giants 3. DeGrom from the first base side of the rubber. Into the windup. Here's the 0-2. Posey hits it on the ground to second. Walker a couple of steps to his left has it. Throws to first in time. 1 away. And Jacob DeGrom, he's got an aptitude for this kind of thing, doesn't he? You know, he needed to throw a lot of pitches in that second and third inning. So DeGrom now into the windup. Here's the payoff pitch. Swinging a high pop-up, shallow left. Cabrera out. Conforto in. Conforto calls him off, and Michael makes the catch. 2 men away through 82. This is a 1-2 pitch, and it's hit on the ground wide of third. Backing up Flores. He's got it. Long throw to first. In time, he forced Duda to stretch up towards the right field line just a bit on a low throw, but Duda picks it, and the Giants are done in the sixth. 9 in a row for DeGrom. Middle of the sixth inning, it's the Mets 5, the Giants 3.
The internet is always right about everything.
2-2 to Walker. In there, strike 3 call. Kane got him with a changeup. So for Matt Cain, his 4th strikeout, 1 away. Try giving him dirt and see where that gets you. The 0-1 on the way. Flores hits it to deep left field. Pagan going back, way back. It's gone! Into the M&M seats. Wilmer Flores with a little redemption after an error that led to 3 runs for the Giants earlier in the game. Wilmer Flores hits his first home run of the year. It's his first RBI of this year and his first run batted in going back to last September. And the Mets now lead it 6-3. This season and this month of April, tying for their best April. The 0-2 swung on and fouled into the mid of the catcher Buster Posey for strike 3. 2 men away, 5 strikeouts for Kane. The Mets also hit 33 home runs back in April of 2006. So 1-2. And now Kane deals to Campbell. Swing and a liner toward short. Caught. Backhanded on the fly by Crawford. And that retires the side. A run on a hit, nobody left. The end of 6. It's the Mets 6, the Giants 3. InjuryLawyer.com, the Rothenberg law firm fighting and winning on behalf of seriously injured clients for over 45 years. If you've been injured, call 1-800-624-8888 or visit InjuryLawyer.com. Travis d'Arnaud still in a holding pattern. Walking around, smiling today. Just can't do any baseball activities while he rests his strained shoulder.
And just work your wrist around. That's not easy to do. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Henderson got him. 94-mile-an-hour heat from Hindu. Jim Henderson. Every Henderson is a Hindu.
Whether he likes it or not.
That's exactly right. Pitch to a 143 hitter. Taken on the outside corner. Strike 3. Good night, Kelby Tomlinson. Henderson, a couple of quick outs in the inning.
And he kept his job.
The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a drive left center field. Cespedes on the move. Won't get it. It's beyond him. Couple of skips up against the bottom of the wall and into second base with a pinch double is Connor Gillespie. So that's the first hit since the Hunter Pence 2 RBI single in the third for San Francisco. Back to the top of the order now for Denard Span. The 3-2 from Henderson coming way outside, ball 4. And a difficult decision now for Terry Collins. Do you put Reed in a position where he's not usually that comfortable, or do you let a Henderson try to fight his way through all this right now? His choice is to go to the bullpen now. Pagan, the tying man when we come back. 6-3 New York right now in the top of inning 7. Terry hasn't officially made the move yet, but that bullpen door is already swinging open. Pitching change sponsored by Hyundai, because winning's about more than just delivering something new. It's about delivering something better. Got to be there to hold the runner close. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. 94-mile-an-hour sizzle from Addison Reed. Pagan is gone. And we're at the stretch. The Giants strand 2. Bottom of the 7th coming up. Conforto another at bat. 6-3 New York. And he got it. 3-2 to Granderson. Broken bat bouncer. The bat goes farther than the ball. Osich goes and gets that ball in front of the mound. Underhand toss to first, and Granderson's out. But the bat and the ball were kind of heading right to the same place at the same time for a while. Osich avoiding that broken bat. They were farmers. They kept cattle, grew fruit and veggies. Pitch to Cabrera. A one-hopper to third, knocked down by Duffy. Slings it across low, but Belts has got it. That's out number 2. And now Conforto, and we'll see if he can cash in than Barry Bonds ever did in one season for the Giants. Oh, on a chopper into the infield. It stays there for Belt. Little frisbee toss to Osich covering. He's to the bag. And that's it. Not a triple. It's a 3-1 bounce out, but still a great day for Conforto. End of 7. Mets 6. Giants 3.
Proudly serving Long Island and Queens. Here's the payoff pitch. Outside, ball 4. He missed with a breaking ball on 3-2.
Now, it's a 12-pitch at bat. There was a string of 7 out of 8 pitches that went for foul balls.
From AT&T Park, and we told you there are pitching struggles there, too. Line towards right, base hit beyond the reach of Walker and into right field. Down to second goes Duffy, and the Giants now, with runners at first and second, nobody out, are going to bring the tying man to the plate. Reed comes set. Runners lead, 3-1 pitch. Low, ball 4. The Mets are in some hot soup now. Bases loaded, nobody out. Hunter Pence coming up.
Hitting .279. When he's healthy, he's capable of putting his team on his back, and he is healthy right now.
And Terry Collins is on his way to the mound. He's going to take Addison Reed out of this game, presumably for the right-hander Robles. And so this pitching change is sponsored by the New York Lottery. Play scratch-off games for the New York Lottery and take a break from the expected.
The game, you guys won tickets to see English Beat at Citi Winery. So congratulations once again, and rock on!
Assistance at no cost to stranded fans within the Citi Field parking area.
Robles sets. Here's the pitch. Hit high in the air to deep center. Going back, Lagares. Back to the warning track. In front of the fence, he makes the catch. Tagging and scoring from third, Duffy. Tagging and going to third is Posey. Holding at first is Belt. 6-4 New York. A long sacrifice fly by Hunter Pence.
He just tomahawked that thing, too. That's a classic I don't care Hunter Pence swing.
Here's the pitch. Swinging a drive to deep right. Granderson back onto the track. Reaches up, leaps, and makes the catch. Tagging and scoring from third is Posey. Holding at first is Belt. It is 6-5 New York on the second terrifying sacrifice fly in a row off of Robles. Pence hit his to deep center. And Crawford used up all of this ballpark to right. So, 2 out, 6-5 New York, a runner at first. So here is Tomlinson. Right-hand batter, Robles delivers, line to left, a base hit. Pence to second, he'll stop there. And now this is what Jerry Blevins has been getting ready for. They'll announce Gregor Blanco as a pinch hitter. And as soon as that happens, I would imagine we'll see Terry Collins come out of the dugout. So Blevins will try to pick up Robles, who wasn't fooling anybody. Long sac flies by both Pence and Crawford, then a sharply hit single by Tomlinson. Runners at first and second, 2 out, top of the 8th, 6-5 New York. And this call to the bullpen is brought to you by Anderson 400 Series windows. Change your view with Anderson, built, backed, and serviced like no other window.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Mets, number 39, Jerry Blevins.
Come set. Runners lead. The 0-2 pitch. Swinging a chopper towards first. Duda's got him. He'll drop to the bag in time. Side retired. Blevins gets the job done, but the Giants edge closer. They score 2 runs on 2 hits. No errors, 2 left. And in the middle of the 8th inning, it's the Mets 6, the Giants 5.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the San Francisco Giants, number 60, Hunter Strickland.
Strickland sets of the letters. His first pitch to Cespedes. Fastball hit on the ground to third. In a couple of steps, Duffy plays a short hop and throws out Cespedes. 1 pitch, 1 out. 1-2. Strickland delivers. Swing and a looper towards shallow right. Going to his right to backhand it as Tomlinson throws off balance, not in time. And Lucas Duda has what really has to be considered his second infield hit of the game. The first was a little squib against the shift up the third baseline. Duda being held on at first by Belt. Here's the 0-1. Way inside, gets away from the catcher Posey, goes to the backstop, and down to second goes Duda. Walker had all he could do to avoid being hit on the foot, but it works out well for the Mets. It takes the double play off on a ground ball and moves Duda into scoring position on the wild pitch. To internalize this and interpret it as something of an insult. I mean, he did just hit a home run his last time up.
Wouldn't that be something after 98 at-bats without an RBI? If he can come up back-to-back. And, and let's face it, Howie, not only get himself back in the good graces of these fans, but his manager, too. Wilmer's not going to get a lot of opportunities.
2-2 the count. Now the pitch. Fastball hit on the ground, past the mound, out to second, fielded by Tomlinson to second 1, but Crawford will not make a return throw to first, so Duda goes to third. Flores on at first on the fielder's choice, and the Mets have runners at the corners with 2 out for Rene Rivera.
Talking about, although I think that's a kind of desperate maneuver, because everything they tell you're supposed to do right now in terms of that bona fide slide, I think Walker did. He didn't go in late. He grabbed back for the bag and held it the whole time. There's nothing wrong with that slide that I can see.
I don't think so either. Clearly, at the point that he slid past the bag, Crawford by that time had made the throw, and let's see what they decide. Nope, it's a good slide, just as you pointed out. So, they took a look. Nothing changes. Flores becomes certified now as the base runner at first. But it's been done this year.
Yeah.
The 1-1, chopped to third, charged by Duffy. He backhands it near the bag, throws to first in time, side retired. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 2 left at the end of 8. The Mets 6, the Giants 5. behind the edge of the infield grass. Familia ready, the 1-1. Swing and a liner to left center field. That's a base hit. It's headed up the alley. Cespedes cuts it off, and Span will put on the brakes as Cespedes fires on one hop to Walker at second, but on at first with a lead-off single is Denard Span, and that will bring up Angel Pagan. The 2-2 to Pagan. Swinging a ground ball to second. Walker up a step, has it to second, one. Cabrera to first, double play! Very close play at first, but that newly created combination by the Mets during the offseason, Walker and Cabrera have pulled off another one, and just like that, 2 out, nobody on.
And don't forget about the stretch from Duda. That's the most athletic gymnastic stretch we've seen from Duda.
Flores right on the line at third. Familia sets now the pitch. Swing and a bounce at a third. Flores has it behind the bag. Long throw to first. Pulls Duda off the bag. He tags Duffy for the out. Put it in the books. Boy, what started out like it'd be an easy one certainly didn't come easy in the end. But the Mets hold on, and the New York Mets have an 8-game winning streak. They have won 11 of their last 12, 13 of their last 15. In the 9th inning for the Giants, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left. A little dicey, wasn't it? But they hold on. The final score, the New York Mets 6 and the San Francisco Giants 5.
For more information, visit northwellhealth.com/KIWH.